Ai, que frio.
The finest hand-picked, well-tied spring meets the chewiest brown sugar boba on the block, bursting with L-carnitine, flavor, and health. Immortal's Delight, the drink of diviners.
Newsflash. The IPC will soon be dispatching representatives to multiple worlds. The effort is part of a raft of new measures to encourage trade and strengthen friendship throughout the cosmos. The Genius Society's newest masterpiece, Simulated Universe World 8, is about to go live. Madame Herta has revealed that the project is about to enter the launch phase. For further details, don't forget to tune in to our program's follow-up reporting. Renowned songstress Robin has received an invitation to perform at Penacony's Charmony Festival.
Hello? Hello?
Obrigada, Slicone, pelos 10 reais. Será muito tempo de volta. Obrigada pelo tapanho.
Hello, my name is Hua.
Recent days, the Xianzhou Luofu has reported an uptick in supernatural activity. With evil spirits wreaking havoc across multiple locations, the Ten Lords Commission has assured citizens that it is thoroughly investigating all incidents. This program will be bringing you the latest as the story unfolds. For more details, stay tuned for the upcoming Haunted Xianzhou special program.
Beautiful creature, bless you for choosing to dally here. Allow me to ask you,
Que
as a fellow
lindo.
entity of the universe, are you acquainted?
Meu Deus. Não tem o... Meu Deus, o Cavaleiro da Beleza. É literalmente o de peixes. É o Afrodite, é igualzinho. O Afrodite, ele era apresentado assim. Caralho, é o Afrodite. É ele, cara. É o Cavaleiro de Peixes, véi. É o Cavaleiro de Peixes, 100% certeza. Que doideira. Que doideira, né?
Goddess Sidrilla?
Que doideira. Eita.
Another anomaly in this shining universe. Since you do not understand the beauty, I will have to show you in a way that only a
Ele é muito lindo. Nossa, ele é muito bonito.
The beauty is eternal.
Hey, we made it! What's up, guys? Most haunted place in the Luofu. Follow and share. Or else I'm gonna... I think I just lost the
Yo, what's up? You're finally here.
Ai,
Captain Huohua, should we start the
elas
district
são
now?
muito lindas.
Captain? You can just call me Huohua.
Ela é muito linda.
The fate of humans means nothing to me. We play by our own set of rules.
Fire
Darkness falls across the delve. As ghost fires dance, the clock strikes 12. Well, whether or not your world has a midnight hour, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Interastral Peace Media's Haunted Cienjo special program.
Caraca, tá muito
I'm your
frio.
ghostly host with the most. Albert.
Muito frio.
For today's episode, we've invited two special guests. Together, we'll be introducing you to the Cienjo's weirdest and most wonderful.
Hi, everyone! I'm the Galactic Baseballer!
Speaking of weird and wonderful,
Hey guys, Grey Knife in here. It's an honor to be a guest on the 1.5 special program. I mean, Owlbert's Haunted Cienjo.
Ai, meu Deus, lá vem. A maior fofoqueira de todo o cenário. Pera aí. Voltei. Ai, gente, é só pessoas podres sendo podre.
Special program.
Huh? Owlbert, did you unlock a new skin?
that's one way of putting it. Naturally, an anchor of my standing needs to have the best wardrobe department in town.
Mano, a coruja muda de roupa. E o kit do Wesley, né? Ai. Oi, Nubizinha, como é que você tá?
Now, as our audience will be well aware, the Cienjo is constantly roaming the universe.
É
And the
inacreditável.
universe is filled with the unknown. It should come as no surprise then that the Lafu has had its fair share of strange encounters.
Me
And
reerguendo, né,
speaking
depois
of
da queda.
strange, the trailer we just witnessed gave us a sneak peek into a place of mystery, evil, and ghost fire. Fixtral Garden.
I thought Fixtral Garden was just some old abandoned place on the Luofu. Why is it suddenly getting so much attention?
Allow me to explain. A while back, the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace was shattered, and the Heliobi trapped inside were able to
Oh, mano, essa boneca, ela é muito bonita, né, cara? Como que pode? Essa boneca, ela é muito bonita. Que
escape.
coisa assustadora.
Know where they went to hide? Yup.
É, ninguém tá, não tava funcionando
I
nada
see.
de sinal.
Wait, what's a heliobi?
People say that the heliobi are the result of accumulated grievances.
Meio morta,
Possess
mas sim.
people,
Ela
deceive the
viva,
senses,
morta, ela tá
affect the
continua
soul,
linda.
and usurp the flesh. Those possessed exhibit bizarre behavior and restless thoughts. Ooh, it's a truly frightening spectacle.
Não, eu
But
tava
the
falando da
creation
Hania,
furnace
não
wasn't
da
exactly fragile.
Huo.
How could it just break?
Rumor has it, the Artisanship Commission
Mas eu já vi a
surveillance
animação dela junto.
recorded a gray-haired
E o
figure
Wesley?
in dark clothing.
Huh.
Complicado, né?
Gray hair, dark
Ela é 4
clothing.
estrelas.
Did they have a
Huo
baseball
é
bat?
5 e ela é
Hey,
4.
don't pin this on me.
Viu com todos
The
os
destruction of the
FTM.
creation furnace was a direct result of the Stellaron disaster. Right, Albert? Just tell us more about Fixtural
Obrigada,
Garden.
Caldeirão, pelos 10 meses. Será muito bem-vindo de volta.
Fixtural
Obrigada pelo seu
Garden
apoio.
has always been overflowing with yin energy, and the garden itself is littered with suppression towers, stone monoliths, and ancient trees. It's creepy enough in the day, but when the sun goes down, things get a whole lot creepier.
Da hora
The
o mapa.
garden is layered and deceptive, and it's easy to lose your bearings. Since the Heliobi moved in, it's probably the most dangerous place on the Luofu. Heliobi are experts when it comes to possession, and even the most experienced Wraith Wardens and Arumaton Spectral Envoys can become their victims.
Bonitos,
You
mob.
can't tell your friend from your enemy. Things tend to go south fast.
O Ney, você
If
tá
all
usando?
that
Eu
wasn't
não sei o nome
enough,
dele. Tem que olhar na
They say
caixa.
that Mara-stricken members
É,
of the Ten
casei
Lords
alguma
Commission
coisa.
also wander the garden. A word of advice? Keep your wits about you.
Sounds like great
Será que a
streaming
exploração
material
é
to
bem
me.
rasa?
I
Ah,
bet
não é um
I could
foco do
become
jogo,
the
né?
Cienjo's #1 streamer in no time.
Funny you should mention.
Qual marca?
To most
Casei.
people, Fixtural Garden was always a strange and desolate place that rarely got much attention. But now that stories are beginning to circulate,
É, jogo
the
de turno,
situation
normalmente o
has
foco é
changed.
o turno, né?
Recently, the
A batalha em
Cienjo's
turno.
online forums have been filling up with posts
Não é tanta exploração.
describing supernatural phenomena in Fixtural Garden. Everything from self-playing violins to the wailing cries of vengeful ghosts. Unsurprisingly, Cienjo fans of the supernatural are loving every second.
In my experience, forums aren't exactly the most reliable news sources.
Ugh,
Mas
who
eu tenho um
cares
problema
if
de
some of
audição,
it's
Vitor.
false? This is a hype train I can't afford to miss. Trailblazer, what do you think? Want to start a ghost hunting squad with me?
Fire breathing, quiet band
Lembra
performances,
mesmo, lembra os vilões do
headstands,
Power
balancing
Ranger.
acts, spear deflection, sword juggling, and boulder smashing weren't enough, huh? Now you're an expert in ghost hunting?
Who said I was an expert? I just have a lot of transferable skills. That's all.
Well, you better hope so. Speaking of which, in the brand new version 1.5 Trailblaze Continuance, a Foxian Tale of the Hunted, the Ghost Hunting Squad will be responsible for chasing down Heliobi, purging evil, resolving crises, and
Ai, a
protecting the
Huo é
Cienjo.
muito parecida com a
A
Holly do
Foxian Tale of the
Genshin.
Hunt
Genshin não,
is
do
divided
Grand
into
Chase.
5 chapters and starts
Que
off
ódio.
with
Ela é
the
muito
Ghost Hunting
linda.
Squad facing an unusual danger and Sojourner's ghastly referee. Once this chapter is complete, the story continues to unfold with twins, Percipient, Sword Essence, and Foxian Dream.
5 chapters, huh? We'll be topping Cienjo internet searches in no time!
See? I knew we were on the same wavelength.
Essa
In
boneca é
addition to
muito Alice,
Trailblaze
né?
Continuance, and together with Miss Gwenifin, Trailblazers will also be facing Fixtural Garden dangers in both Luofu Urban Legends and Ghost Hunting Squad missions.
Cool!
Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, during the Ghost Hunting Squad's Fixtural Exploration, Trailblazers can jointly manage Gwenifin socials. Posting threads is a great way to create discussion
Eh?
among Cienjo netizens and fans of the supernatural.
I can't wait! We're gonna get the whole Cienjo talking. Seriously, this is once-in-a-lifetime material. We gotta plug it for everything it's got. I'm talking daily updates, community engagement, all that good stuff. Once you get enough momentum, the fan base grows itself.
Social media stardom is finally on the horizon.
Ah, não, mano, esse evento não é legal. Eu já faço isso pra mim, né? Eu já faço isso no meu dia a dia, cara. Tipo, aí eu vou ter que fazer a porra de um evento de fazer o que eu já faço? Nossa, brother. Ah. Puta merda. Ai, saudades do Wesley.
Oh, Miss Gwen Ifen, there's always room for creative talents at the IPM, and I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I've introduced a lot of big names to the company. The Albert stamp of approval goes a long way.
Aw, thanks, Albert. I'm afraid I'm too invested in the Cienjo for now, though. Good to know there's an offer on the table.
Well, it's cool, I get it. But here's my card if you ever want to collab. Just give me a shot.
Ai, agora que eu não
Deal.
tenho os
Now,
pezinhos da
where were
coruja,
we?
né?
Oh, socials. Increasing your account's popularity level allows you to unlock more stories and events. Your ghost hunting skills will only improve as you unlock more suppression towers and take on new challenges.
Not to mention, by completing limited time missions, Trailblazers can obtain the event
Que
like cone,
bonitinho.
hey, over here.
Ah,
What do
achei.
you think,
O
Guaylings?
lobo.
Let's give it up for Gwen Ifen's generosity.
Não me inscrevi não,
Woo!
Flavinho. Mano, eu tava lendo o livro lá do LoL, né, que eu mostrei pra vocês. E, cara, dentro daquele livro tem um conto dos Kindred muito foda. Sério, eu vi o lobo ali, eu lembrei. Cara, tem um conto dos Kindred que é muito foda. Cara, eu achei absurdo o conto, juro. Eu li, eu engoli aquele conto dos Kindred. É absurdo. Achei muito foda, velho. Muito foda. Muito da hora.
Well, I hope the ghost hunting squad is up to the job. Sounds like we'll have a lot on our plate.
Don't worry. You might just be getting a helping hand from one of the Cienjo's most
Vaga dos
formidable
Kindred.
forces, the
Não, o
Ten
conto
Lords
é bem
Commission.
grande.
They're the judges of the Mara Struck, the arbiters of life and death. When it comes to warding off evil and expelling the supernatural, nobody
Mas
does
é um
it
conto
like
muito
the
legal.
Ten Lords. But despite their
E é um conto que não
reputation,
acrescenta em porra nenhuma.
shrouded in a certain amount of mystery.
Mas é muito foda.
Whoa, the 10 lords are getting involved? Just when I thought our stream couldn't get any crazier.
Well, before you get too excited, I'd spend some time getting to know your assignee. The 10 Lords have dispatched a trainee judge to assist the ghost hunting squad in investigating the Fixtral Garden situation.
Trainee, huh? As long as they're confident in their abilities.
Yeah, about that.
Ai, ela é muito linda. Ai, eu queria muito ela. Nossa, é muito foda essa animação.
The wind-type character
Igual o
following
Nice.
the path of abundance and a trainee judge of the 10 Lords Commission.
Wait, is her tail on fire?
Those are the spookiest looking flames I've ever seen.
Yeah, does being on
Cadê o
fire help
Samuel?
with ghost hunting?
What are you two whispering about?
Nothing.
Não, eu não vou pegar ela
Just
mais não, Bruno.
Beginning to doubt her credentials?
How did this little girl become a judge in the first place?
Good question.
Preciso cobrar ele sobre o que ele
Blah,
coloca na
blah
minha
is
timeline no
essentially
Twitter.
a
Bloqueia ele.
magnet for evil. Something that comes in super handy for the 10
Eu já
Lords
desisti de
Commission.
pegar ela. Obrigada,
They
Nika.
could
Se ela
believe
não
their
recebe, será muito
Sounds
bem-vinda de volta. Obrigada por esse
qualified.
apoio.
Of course. Talent
Eu
comes
vou
in
pegar
all
o
shapes and
argente.
sizes. The key is to bring the best out of everyone. Still, to her, what was unique skill set isn't exactly
Eu ganhei
a
esse Star
blessing.
Rail.
People say she has the worst luck on the Cienjo.
Eu.
Always running into ghosts, tripping over thin air, you know the deal.
Well, if I spent my life running into ghosts, I'd probably fall over a lot too.
I remember one of my Guaylings had the same problem. Lucky for her, one of my sponsors sells this amazing remedy that can...
And we're getting sidetracked. Anyway, I only told you half the story. Bad luck, evil attraction, call it what you
Eu não
like.
sei se vai ter o
It
quadro
all
dela, né?
started
Tem que ver se
from a
alguém vai querer
single
rodar nela.
unfortunate event.
Uma galera que já
Oh.
desistiu.
When Hua was a little younger, her tail was possessed by a monstrous long-life species. Any guesses? Yep, it was a heliobus. That very same day, the Ten Lords Commission decided to seal the monster in its hiding place and took Huohuo under their wing.
Ah, I get it. So Huohuo is kind of like a Ten Lords guinea pig. I think Herta had a similar fate planned for me.
That may have been part of it. However, the Ten Lords realized that Huohuo had the ability to pacify the monster. Naturally, anyone able to wield the power of a Heliobus was seen as a potential weapon of war.
But she's just a baby! How could a scared little Foxian girl ever take on the responsibility?
Sei lá, eu gosto dessa boneca, acho ela muito fofa, mas eu... Algo ainda me incomoda do espírito ter entrado na bunda dela. Eu sei que o rabo não sai da bunda dela, ele sai do final da coluna, mas é muito esquisito. Sei lá.
Of the Ten Lords.
Oh, Huohuo's well aware she's a scaredy cat. That's why
Me incomoda onde sumir. Ah, eu falei isso quando a gente viu o vazamento.
Call that fighting fear with fear. I'm here all week, y'all.
If that actually worked, I'd have joined the Stellaron Hunters already.
Practicality aside, Huohuo's willingness to confront her shortcomings is a true sign of professionalism. Not to mention, having spent more than a few years in the company of a Heliobus, she's had to develop her own tricks for banishing evil. Huohuo's basic attack, Banner's Stormcaller, can deal wind damage to a single target.
Kind of looks like
Mas ela é muito
Tails the
lindinha.
one making the decisions.
When using her skill, Talisman Protection, Huohuo bravely brandishes her banner, restoring HP to a single ally and adjacent teammates.
Are you sure she's not trying to surrender?
Huohuo's ultimate, Tail's Spiritual Domination, can regenerate allies' energy and increase their attack.
Whoa!
É muito foda essa
So
animação.
that's what a Heliobus looks like.
No wonder it took the Ten
Eu queria
Lords
muito que o lobo dela ficasse em campo ali bonitinho, véi. Mas não
commission
fica.
to seal it away.
When under the influence of her tail, Huohuo has a few special talents. After using her skill, she
Isso me
receives
broxou.
Sacrifice Life.
Mas a gente tinha visto
Sacrifice
isso.
Life can grant allies a set amount of HP restoration at the beginning
Mas
of
ela
their
é linda, eu gosto
respective
dela
turns,
ainda.
or when they use their ultimate.
Nice. Not bad for a trainee, huh? This ghost hunting squad's gonna kick butt.
That's not all. Huohuo's technique, Fiend Impeachment of Evil, sends her enemies into a horror-struck state
Nossa, ela dá
and scatters
fear.
them in all directions. When attacking a horror-struck enemy, there's a chance of reducing their attack.
Oh, scaring away your enemies. Nice moves, Huohuo. Still not getting Judge vibes, though.
Hey, easy on the train.
Obrigada, Rubens, pelos 11 meses de será muito bem-vindo de volta. Obrigada pelo seu apoio. Obrigada pelo receber
The more
3.
judges, the better. That's why the Ten Lords appointed a seasoned veteran to bring up the rear. I'm talking about none other than
Ai, a
Hanya.
Hanya. Tá, pera. A Hanya vai vir no banner dela? E não no do menino? Nossa, a unhona dela preta. Não. Ah, tá. Ela é muito bonita. Ela é muito foda.
Hanya is a netherworld judge of the Ten Lords Commission. She's a physical type character, following the path of harmony.
Ah, I remember that face. I saw her on the Return to Darkness light cone.
Correctamundo.
Ela é muito linda.
Rumor has it, she's one of two sisters dedicated to the work of the Ten Lords. She's responsible for predicting karmic offenses and recording corresponding judgments. Or to be more precise, Hanya reads the karmic sins of criminals and uses her oracle brush to record their punishments. She's good at her job and takes it super seriously. In the Ten Lords Commission, her reputation precedes
Ai, ela é
her.
muito linda.
Sounds like a Ten Lord celebrity.
She's put in the hours, that's for sure.
Parte dos
In
direitos vai
order
pro
to
canal do
determine their
YouTube. Todo o meu
sins,
conteúdo vai
Hanya
pro canal do
reads the
YouTube,
memories
amiga.
of the Mara struck
Só
in the
linker desses dois
form
jogos
of
que não.
dreams.
Cool. Sounds like our ghost
Amo que
hunting
você não
squad
tem
just
ninguém
found its
físico que vai
guiding
pegar
lights.
banner, né? Vai
No
pegar
offense,
nesses dois
Huohuo,
banners.
but those sound like
Exato.
credentials.
Hey, enough
E eu
of the
tava
Huohuo
precisando
bullying.
muito.
But speaking of credentials, it's time to see what Hanya can
Ai,
do
ela é
on the
muito
battlefield.
legal, esse
During her basic
pincel
attack,
dela.
Hanya uses her oracle brush to assault the enemy, dealing physical damage to a single target.
She really lives by the pen is mightier than the sword, huh?
Os detalhes da roupa dela é muito bonito.
In addition to dealing physical damage to a single target, Hanya's skills, Samsara Lock,
Meu Deus, ela
can
tem
inflict
uma
them with a
corrente. Meu Deus, ela é o
burden
trash.
Ooh, is that Hanya's way of marking enemies prior to sentencing?
Que da hora. Ela é muito
Allies
linda.
inflict increased damage on enemies marked with burden. And if that wasn't enough, after an ally launches a set amount of attacks on an enemy marked with burden, they recover a skill point.
When the going gets tough, Hanya's got your buff.
Ela me lembra
Hanya's
muito
ultimate,
da...
Ten Lords Decree, all shall obey, can increase speed and attack for a single ally. When Hanya uses
Ela
her
me lembra
technique
muito
during
a Shenhe.
exploration, she immediately launches an attack and inflicts burden on a random enemy.
When the enemy won't budge, call in the judge.
Ela
All that
lembra Shenhe.
aside,
Você vai jogar o
in version
CCC?
1.5,
Pô,
the new
quando
stagnant shadow,
lançava.
Shape of Perdition, will appear within the Fixtural Garden map on the Xianzhou Lafu. Complete the challenge to obtain new physical ascension materials. Within the same map, we'll also be welcoming Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Darkness. Complete the challenge to obtain two
Ela
brand new
recupera
cavern
ponto de
relics.
perícia?
Prisoner
Caralho,
in
que
Key
roubado.
Confinement and
Esse é um beta do
Grand Duke
ZZ?
incinerated to
É, eu
ashes.
não consegui me inscrever. Minha energia voltou hoje depois de 50 horas. E eu não tenho sorte pra essas coisas, não.
Special program.
Huh? Already? This program isn't nearly haunted enough for my liking. Where are all the ghost stories? You know, beautiful Foxian spirits knocking on your door at midnight? That kind of thing.
I think you're thinking of a different program.
Moving swiftly on to some exciting updates. Thanks again for watching, y'all, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the following commercials.
Ah, mas eu quero muito ela é muito
Hey,
linda.
you there! Sick and tired of the daily grind? So there's like acting as working for any grower. I'll simulate save beta test. Of the video trainer love. And guard
Ai,
that plenty
que
of events are
lindo.
about to begin. It's this and get your hand on double rewards
Ele
together
é muito
with
lindo.
Argenti. One must explore the essence of beauty to appreciate the depth of chivalry. Yes, it is I, your
Meu
beloved
Deus.
avian servant. Welcome to Inner Astral Peace Media's second special program, Legend of Cosmic Beauty. In today's program, we
Ai,
will be
meu
introducing
Deus,
a
ele é
new
muito
friend of the
lindo.
universe.
Yo, how's my favorite audience doing? Great to see you. We've hardly been gone, and Albert here's already had another wardrobe change.
Perhaps you didn't get the memo, but we're about to be discussing a
Meu
night
Deus,
of
mano, a coruja tem uma terceira roupa, gente. É isso. Acabou pro
impeccable
Wesley.
elegance. It's time to get fancy. So, without further ado, allow me to introduce a member of the Knights of Beauty.
Acabou mesmo.
Argenti!
Ele é muito bonito. Vai tomar no cu.
Argenti is a physical type character following the path of erudition.
Ele é
As a
muito
devoted
bonito.
admirer of Adrilla the Beauty, Argenti spends his life roaming the universe.
No teaser
and
da
sto-
Furina. Mulher, calma. Eu ainda. Gente, calma. Eu ainda não vi o teaser da Furina. Não precisa falar o que acontece. A gente tá. Calma. Respira fundo.
their name.
Ah, so the
Eu
simulated
nem
universe
vi o
occurrences,
vídeo ainda, mulher.
Curio, Robe of the Beauty, and
Calma
Knights
que eu
of Beauty to the
já
rescue.
vejo. Deixa eu acabar
They're obviously
aqui.
related to the Knights, right? Running into the Knights of Beauty while
É,
testing the simulated
gente, eu passei 50 horas sem energia. Eu tô sem streamar desde quinta-feira, gente. Calma. Fica calmo. Respira fundo. Vai dar tudo certo.
universe is always a blessing. Those guys are a lifeline in a tight spot, especially when I can't get enough path resonance.
Treating people with courtesy, helping others as a matter of principle, and offering sincere praise to all
Gostou do estilo
things in the
Honkai?
universe.
Eu amei.
Such is the code of conduct that
Eu-
Argenti lives by.
Eu amei. Eu gostei muito do cabelo dele vermelho. Eu gostei muito da vibe dele. Me traz uma nostalgia muito grande da época do Cavaleiros do Zodíaco, tanto pela armadura quanto em relação a ele ser o cavaleiro de peixes, né? Um Afrodite, ele é igual. Eu acho armaduras muito bonitas. Eu achei o kit dele muito bonito. Eu tô precisando de um outro boneco que dê um pouco mais de dano. Eu gostei dele, eu achei ele muito bonito. A ult dele é muito bonita. Eu gostei de tudo dele. Tudo dele eu gostei muito. Eu achei ele muito bonito.
In the simulated universe, not every helping hand is benevolent.
E eu preciso de boneco de dano físico também. Já vou pegar 2. Mulher sem dano, se acalme.
Speaking of
Ai,
which,
amiga, você sabe como é que eu sou. Eu não preciso de um boneco que dê tons of damage. É só um boneco que dê dano. Sou eu, gente, lembra? Eu não sou meta player igual vocês. Não sou um boneco. Não sou uma pessoa que pega personagem só porque ele dá em um hit 39k de dano. É só um boneco que dê um pouco de dano. Gente, eu jogo com a Rimeco toda cagada. Eu não me importo com isso. É só um boneco que dê um dano em outro elemento que eu não uso, não tenho ninguém. Tá tudo bem.
Albert, what was that Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty commercial?
Pois é, e se vai se importar com dano, boa sorte no Power Grip absurdo que vindo no game. Pois é, mulher. Eu tô suave. Eu não ligo pra isso. Nunca liguei.
The IPM acknowledges that Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless.
O dano que a Ryuga quer dizer, ele é o DPS do time?
Albert, what did you get yourself into now?
No need to worry. Just a little two-way back scratching.
Okay. Kinda TMI.
Ryuga gostando de um homem é bem difícil além do Neuvilete. Que nada, eu gosto do Jing, eu gosto do Luosha. Eu gosto do Jing, eu gosto do Luosha, eu gosto do Tinari, eu gosto do Hazard, do Sino. Não. Eu gosto do Baizu. Aí você vai falar, feminadas são mulheres. Não. Eu gosto de personagem masculino também. Nada a ver.
He permeates everything. Take Argenti, for example. From his daily armor cleaning routine to
Gosta
his
do Wesley, ai, eu
grace.
amo ele.
All of it stems from his pursuit
Acho ele
of the beauty.
lindíssimo.
Elegance is Argenti's
Só
middle
não tem
name,
kit, né?
and even manifests itself in his combat. Argenti's basic attack, Fleeting Fragrance, can deal physical
Mas
damage
eu gosto
to a
de
single
personagem
target.
masculino.
His skill,
Gosto disso daí.
Justice Hereby Blooms,
Você vê as coisas
can
TFT, eu
deal
já vi.
physical damage to all enemies.
Nice.
Ai, mano, o kit dele é muito
Hereby
bonito. A
Blooms
lança
can deal
dele é
physical
muito
damage
foda.
to all enemies.
Nice. Man, I wish I looked that elegant in
E
combat.
Pikachu.
Argenti's ultimate is pretty unique, triggering different effects depending on the amount of energy consumed. Such is the manifold beauty of Adrilla. When consuming a small amount of energy, Argenti's ultimate, for in this garden supreme beauty bestows, can deal damage to all enemies. When consuming all energy, Argenti's ultimate becomes Merit bestowed in my garden, which deals greater damage. It also inflicts additional damage on a random target.
É muito foda.
So you can choose how much energy to release?
That's not all.
Ai, meu
Argenti-
Deus, mano. Cara, essa armadura dele reluzindo é muito os animes antigos, né? Isso é muito foda, cara.
So you can choose how much
Que
energy to
lindo.
release?
That's not all.
muito
Argenti's
bonito.
talent, Sublime Object, can allow Argenti to regenerate additional energy and obtain a stack of self-cultivation.
É muito
Self-cultivation
foda.
can increase Argenti's
Sem o
crit
brilho
rate.
da armadura de
Oh,
ouro,
so
cara.
The more self-cultivation, the fiercer his attacks. Or, to put it another way, Argenti needs to attack as many enemies as possible. The greater the number of enemies, the faster his energy regeneration, and the stronger his combat.
Ai, ele é
Exactly.
muito bonito.
Stronger combat, faster energy
É muito
regeneration,
bonito.
more enemies to attack.
Argenti giving erudition vibes. I'm here for it.
Argenti's technique, Manifesto of Purest Virtue, can daze enemies within a set range. Dazed enemies are unable to launch attacks. Attacking a dazed enemy to enter combat not only deals damage to all enemies,
fazendo querer
but
atirar
also
nele, ele é
regenerates
muito
Argenti's
foda.
energy.
Woo!
Eu gostei.
Argenti is kinda handsome. I'm feeling a little dazed myself.
They say looks can kill. that's true, then Argenti fans are in for a fatal surprise in version 1.5. In Night of Universal Hallucinations,
dia vou deixar os mobs
Trailblazers
instalados com a
will
beleza
encounter
dele.
Argenti en route to a Washtopia.
Wait a second.
Muito obrigada,
Wash a what
princesa,
now?
pelo salve. Beijo,
I
espero tirar muito
shower
tempo de volta.
every day.
Obrigada pelo seu
Slow
apoio.
down there, Trailblazer. Have you never asked yourself how the Astral Express
essa
stays
personagem
so
ela é
clean
muito
and
mais ou
shiny?
menos.
Because Pom-Pom's always cleaning up after us?
It's because the train stops at Wastopias along its journey. Wastopias specialize in cleaning interstellar craft. There are all kinds of fast-acting, lemon-scented, antibacterial... We're getting off topic! All you need to know is that the encounter with Argenti is one of excitement and wonder.
Agora que vem a bomba, do quê?
And a little bird tells me he's set for a showdown with the entire crew.
I don't get it. Why are we always either in a fight or on the way to one?
A fight, you say? Far too poor a term. What you meant to say was a chivalrous display of gentlemanly fortitude. Anyway, Argenti only challenges those who he deeply respects.
Ah, you mean that the illustrious galactic baseballer's reputation doth precede one?
Sure. Anyway,
Não
with the
sei,
Drilla's
Pikachu.
blessing, let's move straight on to the version 1.5 warp events.
Finally!
First off, during the first phase of version 1.5 in the character Event Warp, Bloom and Gloom, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Wah-Wah.
Yours, my favorite scaredy cat trainee judge!
During the second
Coitada,
phase of
okay.
version 1.5, we'll be welcoming 2 character Event Warps in Thorns of Scented Crown. Trailblazers can obtain the
Ah,
limited
os 4
5-star
estrelas?
character
Ah, tá. Eu achei que do jeito que você tava falando ia acontecer alguma coisa mais.
Argenti.
Ah, our knight in shining armor!
Meanwhile, in Contract Zero, the familiar face of Silver Wolf will be joining the warp.
Tá, vai ter o
Not to
rerun dela,
mention
né?
The 4-star character Hanya, who will be appearing in both the aforementioned second phase character event warps.
Ah, long time no see, Silverwolf. I wonder if her game accounts are doing any better.
You want to ask her the next time you see her?
You first.
Now, it's time to take a look at version 1.5's light cones. In the first phase of version 1.5, the drop rate for the 5-star light cone, Night of
Meu
Fright,
Deus, ela tá com um
will be
estilete na
boosted.
mão.
While in the second phase of version 1.5,
Nossa, ele é
the
muito
5-star light
lindo.
cone, an instance before gaze,
Que
will
coisa
enter the light
assustadora.
cone event warp. At the same time, the drop rate for the 5-star light cone, Incessant Rain,
A arma dele é
will
muito
be boosted.
bonita.
All aboard!
The train is about to make the jump. And here's some other cool stuff. Starting from 1.5 within the team selection and
diferença do
character ascension screens, every character will have brand new voice lines.
A diferença do Tier 4 dos banners é muito gigante.
Again. Is that good or bad?
Ah, is that Huohuo's ascension line? Ah, so cute! Wait, if a character's already fully ascended, can we still hear their line?
We got you covered. All audio lines get saved in the index. You can listen back at any time. Here's something else. In version 1.5, we'll also be seeing a guest book feature update. If Trailblazers are ever curious to check which friends have visited the Express, the guest book has a record and message from each visit.
Such a neat idea!
Additionally, the Forgotten Hall will also be receiving updates in 1.5. First up,
Em saber esse
in
livro?
Forgotten Hall Combat, Trailblazers can now choose to re-challenge.
Re-challenge?
It's like this. If things aren't going too smooth when challenging a certain stage, Trailblazers can choose to return
Obrigada,
to the Forgotten
Pikachu,
Hall
pelo seu
map
subsídio
and
presente pro
restart
Wander.
the
Ele seria
challenge.
muito bem-vindo de volta,
When
querido. Obrigada pelo seu
re-challenging,
apoio.
previously used technique points are replenished. A chance to replan your maze technique strategy, perhaps. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, stopping and restarting a challenge in the second half of a stage doesn't mean you have to redo the first half.
Ai, que bom.
That is a relief.
And when entering the Forgotten Hall,
É,
your
tem que
combat
refazer tudo
lineup
de novo, é
for
muito
each
chato.
stage is now remembered, regardless
Ah,
of
isso
whether
é
you
bom.
met with victory or defeat. Your previous lineup will be waiting for you on the preparation screen. No need for manual selection.
Now that's my kind of update!
can't wait for Trailblazers to give it all a spin. The Forgotten Hall is an
Mano,
important
essa arte é
system within the game.
lindíssima, que ódio.
Updates will continue to be rolled out, so stay tuned for future versions. Well, looks like it's time for our final. Good to see you.
I'm back.
Tá, essa atualização vai ser menor, né? É essa daqui que vocês falaram que vai ser menor.
Me too.
Me three. Good to see you again, Trailblazers. You're just in time to help us wrap up version 1.5 special program.
Oh, is it that time already? I was just getting started.
Não se sabe.
Be my guest, Trailblazer.
Não, foi a de agora.
This
Ah,
hour's ready
tá.
to flap.
Aren't you forgetting something, Albert? I'm pretty sure you didn't mention the thing.
Thing? What thing?
Thing.
That thing? Winky winky.
Gift of Odyssey. How could I
Ah.
forget? In version 1.5,
Mano, como é que
Trailblazers can
toda
get their
vida tem
hands
isso aqui e
on
não é aquele
10
outro jogo de
walkthroughs
merda,
and
não
check-in
tem?
events.
There it is.
Heck yeah!
Gotta love a check-in event. And that's not the only thing to love in version 1.5. Anything in today's IPM programs tickle your fancy, guys?
You had me at Ghost Hunting Squad. I am so ready for a spooky stream.
Sign me up!
Sim.
As for me, it
Essa
was all
live é
about
muito
those
mais
unique
divertida
characters.
de assistir,
Coro's tale
porque eles
backstory,
atuam como os
Anya's Penlode's
personagens. É
expertise,
muito mais
and
legal.
Argenti's mysterious
E a do
search for the
Genshin, eles
beauty.
são os dubladores e não é
Can't wait
divertido.
to see them in person.
Porque, sei lá, tipo, é um bagulho que fica vergonha alheia, mas é o personagem, sabe? Você não fica, tipo, sei lá, um cara adulto de seus 30 e tantos anos, tipo, sabe? Sendo bobão. É meio, sei lá, é meio chato. A do Genshin é muito chato de assistir. Mas o daqui é bem mais legal, que eles fazem dos personagens mesmo.
Put it better myself. And with that, Trailblazers, I bid you a peaceful onward journey. Thank you.
Oh, é isso.